Happy Halloween! I'm Paul Lombardi, and welcome to the New York One's live coverage of the 28th Annual Village Halloween Parade. It's a beautiful night down here in the Village. Not quite as many people as I've seen in years past, but it's starting to fill up. The streets are starting to fill up with revelers coming out to see tonight's beautiful parade. If you're home on the couch and relaxing with a pizza, stay there. We have a lot of people to keep us company. You can always stick with us. New York One will be covering this parade till 9 o'clock tonight. And joining me tonight, my co-host is New York One's man about town, George Whipple.
Well, it's certainly nice to be out on this beautiful night, Paul, with all these enthusiastic New Yorkers. And behind us, just a few minutes ago, the mounted police went by, and they got a big standing ovation, which was really nice.
They're the stars at every event lately.
Yeah, they are.
George Whipple looks like he's dressed like George Whipple III.
Yeah, that's a guy I see on TV from time to time.
I thought you looked familiar. And George is a parade virgin. As I said before, I've covered this parade for several years. But this is your first night out here tonight, George. What do you think? You're an uptown guy, huh?
I'm very, very excited to be here. You know, this is one of the great New York traditions, the Thanksgiving Day parade, all of these wonderful things that we do here in the city. And it's so nice to celebrate them all together now. Yeah. And there seems to be a great feeling of togetherness out on the street tonight. It's a great time to be a New Yorker.
Right. And speaking of the street, George and I are perched up here above 6th Avenue to see the show. We got a bird's eye view. But Jeff Simmons is down in the crowd. He's working the trenches, speaking to all the ghouls and goblins face to face. Jeff?
And Paul, every year I've got that bird's eye view. I just look straight down. Actually, the parade is advancing a lot more quickly than in previous years. Lining the streets, heavy security this year, about 2,000 police officers. Now also, in previous years, you'd be able to look down 6th Avenue as the parade advanced towards us, see the 20,000 people, but in the backdrop you would see the Twin Towers, and that's very much on the minds of those who are here tonight. Joining me now, your first name is?
Geneva.
Geneva. Now I noticed you have the ribbon tonight. There were a lot of concerns about coming here tonight about security. What went through your mind? What brought you here to? You were here early.
Yes, I was here very early. What went through my mind is, you know, after all what happened and everything, you know, a lot of people, you know, they wasn't first going to show up. But I see a lot of people here and a lot of people having fun enjoying the parade.
And I noticed you were cheering when the police officers went by.
Yes.
Why was that important for you to do?
Because when the World Trade Center first went down, they were out there helping the people, trying to get, you know, gather everybody together and, you know, so people wouldn't be scared.
Great. Thank you very much, Geneva. Now, once again, we're going to be down here all night. We're going to bring you the sights, the sounds, and I am sure, Paul and George, we're going to bring you quite a few characters. Back to you.
You better, Jeff. We're counting on it. And the theme this year of the parade is Phoenix Rising, an appropriate theme. It's all about the mythical bird that rises out of its own ashes and comes back to life. And you know, George, the puppet masters told me that it was very significant for them to have the Phoenix coming up 6th Avenue from the smoking remains of the World Trade Center.
That's like the old myth of Phoenix rising, and New York sure feels like it's rising tonight.
And it's literally rising out of the smoke and coming up 6th Avenue. As you can see behind us, the parade is on its way right behind us. Gosh, that didn't take long at all. Before there was nothing back there. Now there are a lot of colorful puppets. You see the Phoenix, actually, there she is, or he. There's the mythical bird. Every 500 years, the Phoenix rises, is consumed by flames, and then rises out of its own ashes. Glorious bird. It takes about half a dozen people with their bamboo sticks to hoist it up, and they were very adamant that the bird fly up 6th Avenue. They didn't want a lot of like stopping and starting and stopping and starting. They want it to be a fluid expression.
A real rising from the ashes. And in front of the bird, incredibly, we've got the marching band playing the theme song of New York, New York, New York. And there's a lot of enthusiasm as that band goes walking by, and a lot of enthusiasm too for the Phoenix as she rises from the ashes.
Yeah, it's quite beautiful. You can see the colors. I mean, upstate, there were the colors of autumn, actually. You know, when they were waving the wings around, is the reds and the oranges of the autumn leaves. Beautiful. And it's really, the expression is really a joyous one.
It is. It's a great parade. A lot of enthusiasm out here.
There's no heaviness. You know, it's a very light-hearted expression. And the crowd's cheering along. People want to get out and have a good time tonight. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to go to a break. Stick with New York One for our live coverage of the 28th Annual Halloween Day Parade. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 28th Annual Village Halloween Day Parade. I'm Paul Lombardi. And joining me now live is my co-host, Crouching Tiger, Hidden George Whipple.
I'm in my Japanese kimono that I dragged out of the attic. What you may not know is that Japanese don't buy used clothes. So a silk kimono like this can be had for a song. I had to wear it.
Beautiful.
I had to wear it for Halloween.
It's beautiful. And George has many costumes for us tonight, as does thousands of people behind us. Everyone's dressed up tonight. It is Halloween, and that's the night to drag out of the closet all your outrageous costumes and come on down to the village and show it off.
And I've never seen really a more colorful parade ever. This is really a sparkling, enthusiastic crowd. Here it looks like we've got the sunflowers coming,
it's
maybe
a walking
directly
garden
from Kansas.
Yeah, how cheerful is that? And we have angels coming. Oh, now this I read about. These angels are chasing demons. These angels are meant to, they're NYU students, I believe, and they're meant to represent the souls lost in the World Trade Center disaster, and they're chasing, if you can see the little red guys, they're chasing demons, and that's what we're looking at right now. And Jeff Simmons is standing by in the crowd. I believe he has a guest with him now, Gene Fleming, the artistic director of the parade. Jeff?
And Paul, I do have the director with me, Gene Fleming, who puts this show on every year. Gene, there had been concerns about whether this should go on, but it seems like you've got a great, exuberant crowd here tonight.
We do. These are really tremendous people. I've been thanking them all along the way for coming out and putting their faith in New York.
What new additions will people see this year? What are some of the new attractions?
Well, I think the main thing that we were really interested in was the birth of the baby phoenix, you know, the symbol of hope for the city. We felt that was something that we could really bring to the city.
Now, right now, as we look over, if we just pan over here, what is going on right now?
Right now, this is a performance by a group of students from Barnard University, led by Amy Trumpeter, well-known puppeteer in New York City and across the world. And they're doing a piece about the nurturing of every human soul.
And this was a new addition?
Yes, this is a new piece that was commissioned for the parade this year.
As you look at the sidelines, there are a lot of police officers, but a much tamer, muter crowd this year.
Of course, why not? This is a much different city than it was, you know, a year ago when it was 2 million and so many people. But this is a really good crowd. They've come here to really show their spirit. They've really come here to show that they're true New Yorkers.
Great. Gene Fleming, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with the parade.
Thank you very much for your broadcast. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Gene. And as we've been pointing out, what you're seeing in as far as the theme of the parade, Paul and George, is that it's not just about puppetry this year, but patriotism. Back to you.
That's absolutely right, Jeff. That is the spirit of tonight. We're seeing a lot of colorful and happy costumes. They haven't seen
How about this
as many
pumpkin,
dark
Paul?
ones. Yeah,
Look at
check
this.
it out. Wow.
Is that a pumpkin or is it an octopus pumpkin? I can't
An
really figure it out.
octopus pumpkin.
But it certainly fits the bill as something colorful.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's colorful.
And the tenders seem to be little dog puppets, which is kind of cute. And how about this?
Star Wars
coming to the
figures there.
rescue, the Star Wars gang.
Gosh, that suit would come in handy nowadays. You'd feel very safe walking around New York City in one of those things. You know, the original theme for the parade, George, was going to be Halloween icons. They were exploring, like, you know, how Halloween came to exist and witches and goblins and things like that. And then they scrambled after September 11th to come up with the Phoenix, which was just the perfect theme. We saw the graceful bird go by a while ago. It was a pole puppet lifted by about half a dozen people, flapping its wings, glorious.
It was a spirited bird, and it was really exciting to watch it come by, especially rise out of the World Trade Towers.
Now this bird, I don't know that looks more like an insect. I don't know what the symbolism is there, but whatever it certainly is magnificent. Okay, and we're going to go to a break now. Stick with New York 1 for live coverage of the 28th Annual Halloween Parade. Welcome back to the 28th Annual Village Halloween Parade. I'm Paul Lombardi. We're talking a lot about patriotism this year and how a lot of costumes are very pro-New York and pro-America. And my ever-changing co-host, George Whipple, is patriotic. I'm not sure for which country, because this ain't New York. This is Austria, right?
This is an Austrian jacket that I picked up in Switzerland, and it's something you'd wear in the mountains hiking when you're looking for Heidi. And since I'm looking for Heidi, I've got it on tonight.
You see her out there anywhere?
I'm looking though.
There's over 20,000 people dressed up tonight to come out to tonight's parade. If you have a costume, come down to the village and you can walk in this parade. or you can just stay home and watch it on New York 1. But there are a lot of people out tonight. It's estimated over 1 million people come out to watch the parade. Not quite as crowded as years we've seen in the past, but there are a lot of people here tonight. It's a beautiful night, a little bit chilly, but a perfect autumn evening. And as you can see behind us, many, many colorful, beautiful costumes. Something's glimmering there. I can't tell what it is.
What do you think that is? A big tinfoil monster?
Give me 5 guesses. It looks like a queen, a space-age queen of some sort.
Well, you certainly think it's colorful. It's getting a lot of applause from the crowd. It's well received, whatever it may be.
Yeah, and our New York One's Jeff Simmons is actually down there in the crowd. He's getting a first-hand look at these costumes, so maybe he can do a better job explaining what they are. Jeff, you with us?
Yeah, Paul, and I'm getting an up-close look. Now, we got a few of the characters for you. We've got Wonder Woman over here. Wonder Woman, come over here. Giovanni, first time you're in the parade. Why did you want to come out tonight?
Well, actually, I was in the parade 4 years ago. I always come in, but special tonight because I think the city needs have some fun, so we really need it. That's why I come in.
Why Wonder Woman?
Because the city needs some help sometimes, so I try to help the city.
Can you give us a Wonder Woman spin?
Of course.
Obviously a fan of Twin Peaks. Thank you very much. Now, next coming up over here, we've got some Chinese food. What dish are you?
I'm pork fried rice. This is shrimp lo mein.
Can you tell me our fortune tonight?
I think it's written on her hat, actually. See?
You will find strength in the face of adversity. Can you give us a spin for the viewers? Can you spin around for us? We've got the fortune cookies, and we want to bring on Jim and Kim. Thank you very much. We want to bring on one other person, I believe. Thank you very much. Come on over here. Let's first get a nice look at this. What's your name?
My name is Tara.
Tara, where are you from?
I'm from Queens.
Queens. Can you spin around for us, please? Wonderful. What is this like for you?
It's interesting. Being Marie Antoinette, I can see why we don't dress in corsets and like this anymore.
And you're going to make it the whole round?
Yes, I am. Do it every year. This is my 5th year in a row. I make my costume every year, and I love it.
Thank you very much. Have a good time. So as you can see, even right behind her, we got some dancing grapes as well, and we have a band going on right now, one of the common fixtures in this parade. I'm going to send it on back up to you, Paul and George.
Well, Jeff, thank God those things are fake. I'm talking about the Chinese food, of course. I'm up here with George Whipple. We got a great view up here. We're listening to the Princeton Marching Band. They have a great sense of humor. They're out every year. These guys are witty, they're talented, and they're dedicated. They come every single year. You can see them there with their orange and black.
What's incredible about Princeton, Paul, is each graduating class designs their own jacket, and one is uglier than the next. And this must be one of the years of Princeton with their orange and black colors. But welcome to New York.
Let me guess, you went to Yale, right, George?
I went to Columbia, the city of New York.
Okay, good for you. But they're out here every year, and check out that enthusiasm. You know, George, this is actually, you can't see it tonight because it's cloudy, but this is the first time in 46 years that there's a full moon on Halloween. And astronomers say that won't happen again until 2020.
Well, it's incredible. Maybe that accounts for some of the enthusiasm we're feeling tonight. The full moon has got all the spooks and goblins out, and it's certainly got the loud music out. This float very patriotically waving the American flag.
Okay. We're going to go back down to Jeff Simmons, who's on the street. Jeff, can you see or hear anything with that band going by?
Make some noise! I want to thank the NYPD. Thank you for making this.
Now you're getting a good ground level look at what's going on here. We've got quite a few different costumes, and as we've noticed, quite a lot of patriotism. We've seen some flag waving. We have seen quite a number of costume characters like we've never seen before, not just superheroes, but even New York heroes. I was able to glimpse a few firefighters as well as characters dressed up as police officers. I'm just pulling this one aside. We've got a lot of I Love New York t-shirts as well. What's your name?
Andres.
Where are you from?
New York.
Have you ever done this before?
No.
What's it like? What's the mood like for you?
So much fun.
Why did you want to wear an I Love New York t-shirt tonight?
Because my dad told me to.
Your dad told you to? Who's your dad? Is this your dad? Bring him over here. What's your name, Dad?
Steve.
Steve, where are you guys from?
Battery Park City.
Battery Park City. What did it mean for you to take part in the parade tonight wearing I Love New York t-shirts?
Oh, it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those things. Life goes on, and we're going to celebrate New York, and we think this is a good event to do that.
For the two of you living in Battery Park City, was this important for you to do something like this tonight?
I think so. I think it was especially, I don't know, to have it be more of a fun event rather than, just sit home and worry about, the latest news headlines. It's a good chance to forget about them.
It seems like the two of you are having a very good time. Thanks very much for stopping for
Thanks.
us. Now again, even we have the Scream characters. One quick look over here. We've even got the Scream guys from Scream 1, Scream 2, and Scream 3, the trilogy. For now, I'm going to send it on back to you, Paul and George.
Well, Jeff, it's a good thing to see little kids out here tonight because, the city made a big effort to beef up security for tonight's parade in the wake of everything that's happened. They want to make sure that the only scary thing here tonight are the costumes, right?
And the full moon.
And the full moon, which you can't see. I don't know if anyone heard that over the music, but it's the first full moon on Halloween in 46 years. You won't see that again until 2020. How about that?
You can't beat that.
You can't see it tonight anyway, so
It's
you wouldn't
a
even
great
know it if we
night.
didn't tell you.
Look at the spooks that are out on the full
Wow,
moon. Look
check
at this
that out.
guy. That's a
Check out
scary
those
looking
abs.
fellow.
You have abs like that, George?
No, not really.
Wow. Yeah, people really go all out on this parade. I mean, if you're creative, this is the place to be.
Well, isn't this really New York City's Mardi Gras? Isn't this really
Sure.
our carnival? This is when the city of New York turns out, dresses up, and has a great time.
Yeah.
Halloween night in New York.
And it's amazing. I mean, it's this huge extravaganza. Over 20,000 people dress up to come out. But it started 28 years ago, a little village festival. People just dressed up and walked around the neighborhood. I mean, who knew that it would turn into this?
It looks like a few of these are escaped from the Easter parade.
Hey, it's not Easter yet. Go home. We're going to come right back. I'm Paul Lombardi. Stick around with New York One for the coverage of the 28th Annual Halloween Day Parade. Welcome back. I'm Paul Lombardi. Thanks for coming back to New York One's live coverage of the 28th Annual Halloween Day Parade. I'll give you one guess who I'm dressed as. George?
That's my trademark. Do you know these eyebrows are insured?
I'm going to be here for your lawyers, right?
You're going to hear from my lawyers in the morning.
Pretty lame-o costume.
You're looking
but-
pretty good. You're looking pretty good. George Whipple's never looked better.
And this parade is looking pretty good behind us. We're seeing lots and lots of costumes tonight. Lots of color, there go my eyebrows, lots of patriotism, beautiful puppets.
And there's a lady that looks pretty in pink.
She's something in pink. And Jeff Simmons is standing by on the street, checking out what's going on down there. Jeff.
Okay, Paul, I promised you quite a number of costumes, quite a number of characters. We're going to start with this gentleman from Trinidad. What's your name again?
Peter.
Tell me about your costume tonight.
We are the Galactic Cardinals, and we came up from Trinidad especially for this parade, flying up on American Airlines. Just wanted to contribute something to the New York Halloween parade. It's our first year.
Can you give us a spin? Can we see the whole
Sure.
costume?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. On my other side. Now, first of all, let's get a gander at this. Please let us see right here your whole outfit. What is your name?
My name's Kenny.
Kenny, now tell me about your getup tonight.
Well, the outfit was inspired because a flight attendant who was based out of Logan and was flying on 9/11, but fortunately to Bermuda, gave me the hat out in Denver and the proud to be an American button. And from that, I generated the jet blue and jet blue to jet pink to sort of get a concept of what maybe all gay airline would be, an all drag queen airline. And the parade's always a fabulous time.
What would an all-drag airline be like?
Well, no, all drag queen
All-drag
flight
queen
attendants,
airline.
all drag cockpit too. They just have drag on instead of uniforms.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right,
thanks.
thanks
Good
a
luck in
lot.
the parade. One more addition I want to bring over here.
Oh, can I say one more
I've got to be real quick though, real quick.
Get out there and book your tickets. We need to fill these flights. They're safer than anything else.
Thank you very much. Finally, we have a groovy couple. What are your names?
I'm Sonny Bono.
Cher.
Did you want to sing a little song for me?
You start, baby.
I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring.
And I got you. I got you, babe.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for that rendition. Where are you guys from?
We're from Long Island, Suffolk County, New York.
Great, guys. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good time during this parade. For now, I'm going to send it on back to you, Paul and George.
Well, Jeff, we need a big gong for that one. No, they were adorable, Sonny and Cher. George, you have an outfit on tonight. What is this? Another change?
Yeah, this is a little Chinese smoking jacket that my grandmother brought me back from China.
It's beautiful.
Age and age ago, hand embroidered. Kind of colorful and good for tonight, I think.
George came down with a whole suitcase filled with costumes. You can't keep him still.
I raided the attic.
And so did apparently thousands of other people behind us. We're just seeing all kinds of costumes tonight. We've seen the big giant Phoenix, of course, the theme of the parade, on stilts, fly up 6th Avenue very gracefully, dipping into the crowd, flying up again. Just beautiful. Seeing lots of witty costumes, patriotic costumes. That flight attendant we just saw had a big American flag on her purse.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. The thing that's most interesting, I think, is that people really study and prepare and think about this for a long, long time. It really is a celebration of this city and this particular community in the city. And now we got our drum players banging the drums up 6th Avenue.
Yeah, we've seen lots of bands. We saw the Princeton band go by earlier. I'm waiting for the Gowanus band to come by. They're a fixture here every year.
Here's a pirate on a motor scooter. How about that?
Isn't he supposed to be on a boat? Tigger the Tiger?
This is the Hells Angels group of the parade here this year on their little scooters.
They're like serial cartoon characters on scooters, I think. Okay, here they come.
Now here's another band. Is this, I can't really make this out. It looks like there's a Hawaiian girl there in a grass skirt and perhaps a catcher or an umpire.
I think a lot of people just sort of, hook up with each other. I've covered the parade at the beginning of the parade many times down in Soho, and people just get chatting, hey, your compliment compliments mine. Your costume compliments mine. Why don't you walk with me?
Let's get together.
Yeah.
Look at this happy crowd. I guess that's some of the 70s clothes there. Oh, boy.
U.S. Foreign Policy Closet. A lot of people making statements, as usual, at this parade. Like we said earlier, it started out as a West Village neighborhood parade. Back then, people had a lot to say. People still have a lot to say. So it'll be interesting to see tonight what kind of political statements people are making. Take it or leave it. It's a free expression night. You can do whatever you want. And we're going to go down to Jeff Simmons, who's doing whatever he wants down in the street. Jeff?
Okay, now I said, again, I'd have a lot of characters. You've seen some kids, some dogs, some cats, but occasionally you get the odd. First of all, can you tell us why you decided to be a Metro card?
Oh, I find these tickets a lot when I'm on the subway. Every time they're laying all over the place.
These are all expired.
Expired tickets, yeah. These are the ones you see on the ground or stuffed on the side. They're overflowing all over the place.
Now, who do you have with you down below?
I have Fabio, my goat. Metro goat,
Jesus.
right here. This is
Metro
Fabio.
goat.
Yeah.
He hasn't tried to eat any of them at this
No,
point.
he doesn't like plastics. He'll taste it, but he won't eat it.
Okay, thank you guys very much. I also have, we're going to try to get this in for you right here. Excuse me, sir. We have the Gowanus Wildcats.
Oh, there they are.
Excuse me, we're just going to step back just for a second. You guys want to do a routine for us? Go ahead, you're on right now. Go ahead. This is the Gowanus drill team. Gowanus Wildcats have been a fixture in this parade for years. Over the years, they have trained more than 500 girls in the Gowanus housing developments. And we're going to have to throw it on back to you right now from on street level. Back to you, Paul and George.
Yeah, there they are. We're used to seeing the Gowanus girls. They come out every year. Fierce girls with fierce numbers.
It's really, really exciting to see it. I love that synchronized clapping and dancing. It really is.
I believe the expression is "you go, girl." I think that's it.
That's it. Go, girl. And how
never heard
those,
George Whipple say that before.
How about those Metro cards? You see those all over the subway. That guy obviously went and picked them up.
Okay, I think that was inspired by that model years ago with the American Express.
Yeah, that's right. They went to the Oscars.
Okay, and we're live from the New York City Greenwich Halloween Day Parade. Started as a little festival, now it's an extravaganza. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to New York One's live coverage of the Village Halloween Parade. We all know who the true superheroes are in New York City, and I believe Jeff Simmons is standing by with a few of them. Jeff?
And in this parade, we have seen quite a few superheroes as well as real New York heroes. Joining me now, two firemen from Squad 18. Squad 18, your first name?
Jeff.
Jeff and?
And I'm Mike.
And Mike. You're right nearby. Why did you want to come out here tonight?
Well, we really didn't have much choice. We're on standby while the parade's going on, so we're actually detailed out here.
What's been the reception from the crowd so far tonight?
Oh, the people down here have been fantastic. Everywhere we go, we get a very good vibes off the people, and very public thank yous.
There was some concern about whether the parade should go on or not, but the mayor said people should go out and have a good time. Your feeling about the mood tonight?
I think the people are in a great mood. It's great to see people getting out and finally doing, being normal, getting things back to normal. Thank God we're having the Halloween parade. This is great for the community. We look forward to it every year, and it's as good as ever.
Do you have a message for New Yorkers?
Just live your lives. Don't let people worry you. You got to get out there, go to the restaurants, go out, enjoy our city. It's still a wonderful place to live.
Great, guys. Thank you very much, and thank you for the job you've done.
Jeff,
now, we also have another superhero over here.
I may be dressed as a superhero tonight, but City of New York, these are truly our superheroes. Please show them all your support. These guys are amazing. Thank you. Have a great night.
Yeah, as you can see, we have quite another other superheroes. We got Robin and Batman over here. Where are you guys from?
Massachusetts, New York. New York.
Is this your first parade?
First parade.
What are some of the things you've seen in this parade so far?
You can't repeat them.
Okay, which one can you repeat?
We got some floating fish, we got people on stilts, we got monsters, we got superheroes, we got fairies and goblins. It's great.
And also I've seen a lot of statues of liberty, and if we pan over here, I just want to bring this globe in here. Can you come right in here? Excuse me, Robin, just step back. We have a snow globe with the Statue of Liberty from New York. I also have a few more costumes coming over here right now. Now, who are you?
Hi, my name is Deanna. I'm coffee brown, but that's all right. I have Charlie's Angels right here.
Let's get Charlie's Angels in the house.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, strike the pose. Charlie's Angels, let's hear it. Charlie's Angels.
I told you, Paul, we were going to have quite a few characters tonight. So I'm going to send it on back to you, Paul and George.
Thanks, Jeff. When I was a little kid, we dressed up as firemen and cops and construction workers and things like that. And it seems, in the events of what's happened, there's been this return to the traditional costume. I know friends of mine with kids, they're dressing them up like that. Someone was just telling me tonight they're dressing a kid up like a little Indian, Enough of this crazy stuff. We're going back to tradition.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of returning to the roots and returning to the things that are really important. And it's certainly a prideful thing today for a young kid to say, I want to be a cop, I want to be a fireman, and to dress like that, because they are the heroes today.
Yeah, and there's someone to look up to. And, it's been a long time since we've actually seen people we can look up to, especially for kids. So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Maybe the only good thing to come out of this, but it is a good thing that we have real heroes again, and people are dressed up like them. And the Patriots, there's another one, Statue of Liberty.
Abe Lincoln caucusing with the Statue of Liberty. I'd love to overhear that conversation.
She's like, can you sign my book, please?
And who's that, Colonel Sanders?
I believe so.
Coming up, the great Kentucky Colonel. Yeah, I don't see a chicken. He should have one on his shoulder, following him, I guess.
Looks like a Grand Marshal of the parade. And speaking of Grand Marshals, this was the first year that the parade organizers actually asked to have a Grand Marshal. They asked Mayor Giuliani if he would do it. He went to the game tonight, but that was a big deal to have a Grand Marshal here tonight, which shows you how much the events have changed things.
I think that's right, Paul. I think what's really amazing is the city has come together like never before. The symbolism of asking Giuliani to lead this parade is just another example of it. Everyone, I think, feels really close and really proud to be New Yorkers. And they're certainly proud and enjoying and celebrating being in the Village tonight. Now, who are these, the Powerpuff Girls? Is that what these guys are?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Very good, George. You watch your Saturday morning cartoons.
There you go. I got nieces and nephews.
Yeah, it's really, we're seeing a lot more color this year. I've covered this for many years now, and you used to see a lot more darkness, a lot more scary costumes. I don't know, I think this reflects the general tone that people want to come out, have a good time, and be happy.
Yeah, I think we may have put some distance between us and a dark and more cynical time. People are returning to more basic values. They want to be happy, they want to be uplifted, they want to be colorful, they want this parade to be fun.
All right, there goes Superman's date for the evening. And we're going to get down to Jeff Simmons, who's actually in the crowd, chatting him up. Jeff?
And in the last few years, we have noticed quite a number of costumes paying homage to specific old-time classic movies. To my left, we have the next one. Can you guess which this one is? Right over here? Paul, George, I hope you can guess this one. Now, for those younger viewers at home, tell us who you are.
I'm Gene Kelly from Singing in the Rain.
Can you sing that?
I can try.
Okay.
Do-ba-doo-doo, do-ba-doo-ba-doo, do-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. Let it stormy.
What's your name?
I'm Robert Haynes Peterson.
Great, Robert, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You have a good time. Now, also, in every parade, we have quite a number of stilt walkers. I'm not that tall, so I'm going to just reach up here. What's your name?
Christina.
Where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
How high are you tonight?
Oh, pretty high.
How tall are you?
I'm about 3 feet off the ground.
3 feet. How is it getting up the road?
What's that?
What are some of the sights? What have you seen from up there?
Oh, I've seen some big, huge naked demons and some fish swimming through the water, and I don't know, there's a lot of stuff up at my level. It's really wild.
You're getting a great view from up there. Thank you very much.
All right,
thanks.
cheers.
Now we're just going to pan off over the crowd just to give you a good sense. We have one of the more colorful bands, and every year in this parade, there are quite a number of bands that are part of the fabric of this. In addition to the puppets, you will see a lot of color, a lot of spice, and a lot of flavor. For now, I'm going to send it on back to you, George and Paul. Back to you.
Jeff, you know, it's a good thing that Gene Kelly character didn't bring any rain with him. I was worried he was going to curse us with that little rain dance.
I was worried about that too. I thought we'd get a drizzle, but it is clear. There's no rain and it's quite warm and
it's a
great
beautiful
night.
night down here in Greenwich Village. Beautiful night for a parade. We're going to go to a break now. Stick with New York One's live coverage of the Village Halloween Parade. Welcome back to New York One's live coverage of the Village Halloween Parade. I'm Paul Lombardi with George Whipple in a colorful kimono here. How you doing, George?
We're doing very well, and we have Elvis Presley behind us. How about that? A visit from the king.
Check it out. You know, the Halloween Parade, one thing I did when I did some research on it, I learned that the Celts believe that this night, this harvest celebration, was a blurring of the living and the dead worlds. What could be more evident of that than this guy, right? Here he is. He is just rocking up 6th Avenue, one of over 20,000 people dressed up for the Village Halloween Parade. Amazing.
And he seems to have brought a few angels along with him there off to the head, and I don't know what's exactly following him behind, but it's very, very colorful characters marching up 6th Avenue.
Yeah.
Is that Cleopatra, Paul?
It looks like it could be, yeah.
I wonder where her Mark Anthony is.
I'm sure he's chasing her up. Maybe Elvis will have to step in.
What's great about this parade is it seems that almost anybody with a costume can join in.
That's right.
This band.
Yeah. If you got a costume, come down. If you don't, order a pizza and watch New York One on your couch. We're going to go down to Jeff Simmons, who's standing by in the crowd. Jeff?
And in the crowd, as I pointed out, you'll find a lot of bands. Tell me a little about what we're going to see right now.
This is a little bit of a 2 Street String Band. We are from Philadelphia, PA, in the heart of Mummery. And here they are, guys. This is our 4th year here.
What do you make of the parade? What's it like for you?
It's something different. It's all types of people. We're not used to seeing as many different groups of people, and we're having a great time here, as we always do.
Once again, the name? Once again, the name?
John Lynch.
And Toon Street?
Toon Street String Band.
Great, thank you very much for joining us. So from ground level, I'm going to send it on back to you, Paul and George.
You know, Jeff, they're from Philadelphia, I believe, and this is called the Village Halloween Parade, but people really come from all over the place for this parade.
Yeah, the Mummers and their great musicians are a great export of the wonderful city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, and we certainly enjoy the love and the music that they sent us tonight.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of it. We're seeing how someone's riding a gondola up. You don't usually see that in New York City. It's more of a Venice thing, isn't it?
This is sort of a taxi from Venice, I guess. They've got the Big Apple, and they've got an enthusiastic crowd cheering them on.
Yeah, people seem happy to be out here tonight. They estimate about, well over 1 million people come out to this parade. Not quite as crowded as years in the past that I've seen, but there still is a great energy in the air. People are having a good time.
And they're not all walking. I guess these are rollerblading. Not quite sure what that first guy is. A lion,
Wizard
maybe?
of Oz, yeah. Yeah, and Jeff's down there talking to everyone dressed up. Let's go down back to him again. Jeff.
So let me show you some more costume characters. I mean, we've got a lot of cartoon characters. Who might you be?
I might be Gumby. Definitely.
Who is Gumby for the younger kids who don't know?
They don't know. I go by, they just laugh.
What is this made of?
It's made of, foam, like futon foam.
Futon foam. And your name is?
Peter.
Peter. Now, who's next to you over here?
This is my buddy SpongeBob, of course.
SpongeBob?
Hello.
Who's SpongeBob?
Well, SpongeBob SquarePants live down at the bottom of the ocean. I have my friends like Timothy and Squidward.
Could you guys turn around and give us a full view? SpongeBob and Gumby. Thank you very much. Now, coming on next, tell us who you are, please.
I'm the Morton Salt Girl. When it rains, it pours.
Now, your name is?
Harper.
Harper, tell me where you're from.
I'm from Astoria.
Why did you want to be the Morton Salt Girl tonight?
Well, I thought it was symbolic of being able to work even though there's inclement weather.
It wasn't your salty personality?
No, it has nothing to do with my salty personality.
Thank you very much. Thanks. I'll bring on our next guest. Hi. Now, who are you guys?
We're Coffee
and Bagel.
Coffee. Totally New York.
They always go together.
That's right.
Give us a spin, first of all. Now, Bagel, tell me your ingredients. What makes you a good bagel?
I'm salty, I'm creamy, I got sesame seeds, I got it all. I get it all.
And coffee, what makes you a good cup of coffee?
I'm creamy and I'm sugary.
Guys, thanks very much. I'm going to send it on back to you, Paul and George.
Great New York breakfast, Jeff. I think that bagel could afford a little poofing, though. You know, it's just more like a bagel/pancake.
Send up the cup of coffee, though. I can always use a little jolt of caffeine.
Sugary and sweet. You gotta love that. People have an amazing imagination here tonight. We're seeing all kinds of beautiful costumes, and we have lots more to come. So stick with New York One's live coverage of the Village Halloween Parade. Welcome back to New York One's live coverage of the Halloween Parade. I'm Paul Lombardi with my co-host, George Whipple. How you doing, George?
Well, it's a very, very exciting night. We have a lot of enthusiasm out here tonight. We've got a lot of bands, including the one behind us now that's rocking and rolling. Before them, there were men in kilts singing the theme song of the United States Marines, which is sort of patriotic and good.
And the theme of this year's parade, we saw it go by earlier, it's one of the first things to go by, was the Phoenix. The theme this year is the Phoenix Rising, a very appropriate theme. Every 500 years, this great mythical bird is consumed by fire, rises out of its own ashes, and flies again. What could be more appropriate given what's happened in New York City?
Wonderful symbolism for the city of New York at this time, and demonstrated we are rising. The crowds are out, the parade's enthusiastic, people are excited. It's a wonderful night for New York. It's a wonderful night to be in the Village.
And as we said before, George, we saw lots of patriotic costume. People dressed as cops and firefighters, even superheroes. When was the last time you saw someone dressed like Superman? You know, there's a great feeling out there that people want to be enthusiastic. They want to be happy. Not as much darkness as we've seen in years past.
And if they're not being patriotic, they're partying. And look at this group dancing up 6th Avenue.
Lots of midriffs tonight, huh, George? And Jeff Simmons is down in the street, and he thinks he's about to tell us that life is not a bed of roses. Jeff?
Now, earlier we showed you Gene Kelly and Singing in the Rain, but a more recent movie is American Beauty. And every year this gentleman you're about to see does a scene from a famous movie. He'll now turn around for us. Can you remember this scene? American Beauty. Oh, stand just a little back, sir. What's your first name?
Frank.
Why this year American Beauty?
Well, actually, I wanted to do this last year, but I was a little fashionably late, so I couldn't get into the parade. But now that everything American is relevant again, I thought it would be appropriate to do it.
You always have some of the more elaborate costumes. I remember you had done the birds before.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
How long did it take to put this together?
Well, like every year, it's very much by trial and error. So I pretty much came up with the design, tried a couple of different things, had them collapse on me, and finally got it right.
And aren't you glad that it's not cold weather tonight?
I am very thankful that it's not cold and that it's not raining.
Thank you very much for joining us. Just step back and spin around for us once more, just so we can see a good look at this. Now also,
you're doing a hell of a job. I just wanted to say that.
Well, Batman, tell us a little about how you feel being a superhero in New York City now.
It feels great to be in New York City. I just want to say thanks to the New York City Police Department, the Fire Department, EMS, everybody that helped out on the 11th. Thank you very much. We're New Yorkers. We stay strong. I'm from Gotham. I'm Batman. And you're doing a good job yourself. So.
Thank you very much. As I said, lots of characters here tonight. You can send it on back to you, Paul and George.
Well, Jeff, you know, the superheroes, which they can be the real superheroes, the cops and the firemen. We've seen a lot of thankful New Yorkers tonight. You know, people just can't get enough of them.
You bet. And look down here, we've got dancers that appear like they've come maybe from Puerto Rico, Brazil, and they're rocking the streets. This could be Carnival with this music going.
Yeah, you're right. Like you said before, this is New York's answer to Carnival, right?
Yeah.
Shake it!
A little samba sound being shaken on the street, but you'll notice there are American flags being held by the people. They're wearing them in the hair.
Very proud parade. You know, George, I was on the web this afternoon and I was reading that Americans spend almost $7 billion on Halloween costumes, making it the second most expensive commercial holiday. Isn't that unbelievable?
Well, it isn't unbelievable looking at this crowd tonight because, you know, these people have really put a lot of planning, energy, money, and effort into this. And, you know, in Brazil, these samba bands, they practice all year for Carnival. And we may be seeing a little bit of that right here in New York.
We're going to go now to Jeff Simmons, who's standing by in the crowd. Jeff?
As you can see, we have a performance going on right now. One of the many performances that happen during this parade that you want. I'm going to now join them. What's your name? Tell me a little about what brought you out here tonight.
It's a great party.
Now, what are you dressed up as? Come on over here for the camera. Come on over here for a second. Just bring you over here. Tell me a little about why you wanted to be here tonight.
What?
Why did you want to be here tonight?
It's a lot of fun.
Thanks very much. Again, quite a few characters. We've seen a number of witches. We've seen some scantily clad revelers here tonight.
Well, Jeff, it certainly is a beautiful night out here. George and I are just hanging out on our perch, watching the entire parade go by. Where would you rather be tonight?
I can't think of a better place to be than here in the Village in New York on a wonderful fall evening.
Not even smoking a cigar in your library with your smoking jacket on?
This beats that tenfold. There's another band now coming up. It looks like we got a building in front of us. Maybe that's a Citicorp building.
Band is the Temptress, I believe, George.
Well, that's
God bless America. Lots of creative costumes tonight, lots of music. It's a celebration. New York is back on its feet. That's what it feels like tonight,
It
right?
does feel like that. There's a lot of enthusiasm.
Oh, there we go. Wanted, dead or alive, Osama bin Laden. I was waiting till we'd see an Osama bin Laden. I haven't seen any costumes, though. Okay, stick with New York 1 and our live coverage of the Halloween parade. Welcome back to New York One's live coverage of the 28th Annual Village Halloween Parade. I'm Paul Lombardi, and somewhere under this mess is my co-host, George Whipple.
I'm George Whipple.
You look more like Obi-Wan Kenobi, George. What the heck is this thing?
I don't know. It came from Morocco, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it sure feels appropriate this Halloween night.
Just about anything feels appropriate. As long as you're dressed up, you can march up 6th Avenue in the Halloween Parade. We've seen some great costumes tonight, great giant puppets, lots of patriotic costumes. Beautiful night.
It really is extraordinary. I mean, look at this band coming up. A lot of effort in this float. And it's, you know, led by the American flag, something you might not have seen in earlier years.
It looks like sort of a Partridge Family crossed with the Munsters float or something. Yeah, people are going all out tonight. Okay. And our Jeff Simmons is standing by in the crowd. Jeff?
Paul, every year, certain individuals decide they're going to go all out. Before we showed you American Beauty, well, last year we were able to show you the Statue of Liberty, I believe, the Empire State Building. Tonight, instead of the Empire State Building, you've decided to be the City Corps Building. Why that?
Because I love New York, and every year I dress up as a different New York City building.
But why this building? What was it about its allure?
It's a unique building. It's very noticeable.
How heavy is this?
It's not too bad.
Can you turn around for us? Give us a full view.
I can spin.
Oh, he's even got a top. If we could just go up there. You've got a top the apples. That's for the red flashing lights.
Yeah, I couldn't afford lights, so I grabbed apples for $1.60.
Well, we're in the Big Apple. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Now, also, one of those popular games that you're used to, maybe you don't see it as much these days, we've got Pac-Man. Guys, what does Pac-Man do? They're conspiring right now. And finally, we have, if we can get him over here, we have an electric Elvis.
Hey there. How y'all doing?
Can we get a song from you, Elvis?
Yeah, I come down here. I'm looking for some AA batteries. You got any batteries?
You're not Elvis?
No. What's that?
Here, I thought you were Elvis.
I might be Elvis. Some people call me Galaxy Man. Oh, there's some batteries. Excuse me.
And we have one more over here. What's your name?
My name's Baby Wheels, and this is Grandma Wheels.
Can you spin around for the camera, please? How heavy are you, baby? You must be hurting Grandma's back.
Grandma is very strong.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from New York City. Came down, this is my 10th time here. It's my 10th year anniversary for me doing the parade. Having a great time. Came down to show I'm not going to let anything stop me.
Great, thank you very much. And we also got George, this one's especially for you. Hold on, excuse me, Spider-Man, I just need to get here. George, I have some for you. Can you say hi to our George Whipple? Say hi to our George Whipple.
I'm a bunny.
George, you knew I'd have to get to the bunnies. Where you guys
Hi,
from?
I'm Bunny Becky. Honey Bunny. Niagara.
Where are you from?
New York City, Chinatown.
And what's your name?
Bonnie Bunny.
Can you throw it back to George? Say back to you, George Whipple.
Sorry?
Can you say back to you, George Whipple?
Back to you, George Whipple. You forgot Bunny Betty.
Back to you,
Friends of
George.
yours, George?
Well, I'm probably the only one here that's old enough to remember when there actually was a Playboy Club in New York across the street from the Plaza Hotel. But that's an anachronism, but an American anachronism. The Playboy
Someone
Bunny.
call Hugh Hefner. We got some bunnies missing. They're all out here tonight at the Village Halloween Parade. We've seen everything. Lots of traditional costumes. Spider-Man, Batman. We've seen Star Wars figures. This seems to be a big theme of heroism.
I think that's very, very evident. And there's also a lot of fun and music. Look at this strange fellow, Paul. Who do you think that is?
Werewolf. He knows
Wolfman?
about. Yeah, well, he knows about that full moon tonight. There's a full moon. You can't see it because it's cloudy, but the first time in 46 years we have a full moon on Halloween. We won't see it again for another 20 years.
And that's why the werewolf is out.
There he is. I didn't hear any howling though. Another band. Wow.
Well, here we have another marching band in a smattering of different costumes. Looks like an octopus out there in the middle. Maybe a Russian army uniform.
Now the parade just keeps moving. We're going to be covering it live till 9 o'clock tonight. It goes all the way up to Chelsea. It starts on Spring Street and moves up 6th Avenue. So we're going to stick with it, George. And stick with New York One. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to New York One's live coverage of the Village Halloween Parade. I'm Paul Lombardi, my co-host,
George Whipple.
How you holding up, George?
I'm doing great. Very, very fun evening.
As you can see on your screen, we're looking at Basil Twist's spider. I just interviewed him this weekend upstate at Rokeby Farms, and he has recreated this spider. It's been in the parade for many years. It's a fixture in the parade. It climbs up the turret during the parade, and Basil told me that this spider is actually, well, it's for everyone's enjoyment, but he really creates it for the people in the parade. He wants them to see it and to pay homage to them, to all their hard work, and for coming out this evening, and they look up, and there it is, climbing up the tower.
And Paul, isn't the spider really like the ball at Times Square at New Year's Eve? It's the symbol of the parade. When the spider comes down, the parade begins, and it really is.
You're absolutely right, George.
The point of the parade.
It's a trademark. It's a trademark, and he had to redo it because the spider, it was up there for years, and it goes through a lot of wear and tear, and he totally redid the whole thing.
We all age, even the spider.
Yeah, maybe Basil Twist can get his hands on it, rework some of those joints there. No, they did a beautiful job. They did an amazing job with the puppets. The theme again this year is the Phoenix Rising. And they've created an amazing puppet, 20-wing span puppet of the Phoenix rising out of the ashes. And we're going to go now to my colleague, Jeff Simmons, who's standing by in the crowd. Jeff?
Now, some people thought that this parade would be a bust, but has it been a bust?
A very big bust. Quite a few busts, if you ask me.
Now, who are you?
Well, we are the Moulin Rouge, and I am Christina Aguilera.
And this is?
Maya.
Sorry? Maya?
Little King. And I'm Pink.
Now, you wanted to do a little dance for me?
Sure. All right, darling. Yes. It's all about
The Moulin Rouge. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Now, some other elaborate costumes over here. Now, please, first, for our viewers, tell us who you are.
Hi, we're Kathy, Carolina, Stefan, Chad, and Chris.
From?
We're the Brady Bunch.
Did you guys want to do us a Brady Bunch song?
We're doing it.
Okay, go for it.
Thank you. Ooh, yeah, ooh, it's a beautiful morning and it's gonna be a beautiful day. Wheels are humming and the music is strumming. Radio is blasting and good sounds are coming as we're flying down the highway in a makeshift Model T. Woo! Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on dancing on.
The Brady Bunch, folks. Okay, Jen, quickly, Jen, how does it feel being the middle sister?
Oh, everyone always likes Marsha better.
And Marsha? Marsha, why do people like you better?
Which one, what?
Why do people like you better than Jen?
Well, because I have such wonderful, long, silky blonde hair, and I'm much prettier.
Marsha, thank you
no
very
offense,
much.
Jen. No offense, Cindy.
Thank you very much, Marsha, and the Brady Bunch. I'm going to send it on back to you, Paul and George.
Jeff. Marsha. George. Good, clean fun tonight, huh, George?
A lot of enthusiasm, but maybe some of the parade marchers could take a few singing lessons.
Yeah, they might be hearing for some infringement lawyers, too, especially with Christina Aguilera and Little Kim.
There you go. Now, who are these skeletons coming up?
They're getting down.
With their own soundtrack blasting up 6th Avenue. It looks like the Big Buddha is there, a butterfly,
a little fairy,
and some skeletons.
Yeah. Big celebration tonight. Seems to be, as compared to years in the past, there seems to be more of a celebratory air. And we've noticed just in the last hour, it's gotten a lot more crowded. We were saying when we first got here, there didn't seem to be as many people as there were in years past, but it seems that it's really filled up.
Well, you're a veteran of the parade. What do you think? Is it as much?
Yeah, there seems to be a lot more people here now. Maybe, I don't know if people are afraid of rain, I don't know, but they're out now. Good
well,
sign.
We may very well be at full capacity.
There we go again. I love New York.
New York. And the American flag.
Lots of patriotism.
And let me tell you, as the parade virgin, I've got to say, there's a great feeling of oneness here among both the spectators and the people in the parade and the police that are keeping order. It's a great feeling, and it's all one New York.
We've seen a lot of people thank police officers and firemen. I know we've never seen that before, so. And we're going to take it back down to Jeff Simmons, who's down on the streets. Jeff?
All night we've been bringing you the characters from the parade, but what I think I'm going to do right now is we're going to go over to the sidelines, ask people what they've thought of this. You've been watching this for the last few hours. What's it been like for you?
It's pretty good. It's very exciting. I really like it.
There was a lot of concern about whether people should come out here or not tonight. A lot of concern in the city. What brought you out? Any concerns? Any fears?
Well, everybody's concerned, but I think we have to enjoy. We have to get out. We have to, enjoy the life in New York, which is the best city in the world.
Great, thank you. What's your name?
Latimer.
Latimer, and your name is?
Mike.
Mike, what did you think of the parade so far?
This is great. This is so good.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Sandra.
Sandra, how many times have you come to this parade before?
I came once before, about 12 years ago.
How does this compare with 12 years ago?
So much fun. Everybody really needs a reason to celebrate right now, and it just feels really great to be here.
A lot of patriotism tonight. What are some of the things you've seen that struck you?
Yeah, there's some patriotism, superheroes, but the thing that interests me most is they're making fun of anthrax, which is just really hilarious. We've seen 2 anthrax people walk by.
We've seen a lot of costumes that were in good taste, a lot that were in poor taste tonight. Every year, a good mix.
I didn't see any poor taste. I just saw like a good sense of humor.
Great, thank you all very much. Hope you're enjoying the parade. And once again, as we just pan down the street, you see the parade is still going on, and you even see quite a number of police officers, 2,000 police officers lining the parade tonight. For now, I'm going to send it on back to you, George and Paul.
Well, Jeff, the police wanted to make sure that the only thing that was scary tonight were the costumes, the ghouls and goblins.
And it certainly looks that way, and the police are getting a lot of affection, really, from the crowd. Pats on the back, and hello, it's one city.
Right. Maybe what they could work on is noise pollution. They need something to do. Anyway, we're gonna toss to a break now. Stick with New York One's live coverage of the Halloween parade. Welcome back to New York One's live coverage of the Village Halloween Parade, which is wrapping up now. Joining me is George Whipple, who's been with me all night, changing into costumes. Chameleon George Whipple. Look at this, what another kimono.
Yeah, Japanese kimono from the Tarawaya, 300-year-old Ryokan Inn in Kyoto, Japan.
Wow.
Beautiful cotton, hand-blocked cotton.
George has been in the spirit. He's been changing costumes every commercial break we had.
It's my favorite holiday, Halloween. You can dress up and come out, New York.
When are you gonna take the eyebrows off, huh?
I left that
sorry,
for you.
Did that hurt? They're real. We've seen lots of costumes tonight. George is just one of over 20,000 people dressed up at tonight's parade. The theme, of course, was Phoenix Rising. Couldn't be a more appropriate theme for what New York's been through. If every 500 years, this mythical bird is consumed by fire, then rises out of its ashes and flies again. And we saw the great bird come up the parade route up 6th Avenue from downtown, almost literally from the smoky ruins, up 6th Avenue, peering into the crowd, a beautiful sight.
And followed by a very, very enthusiastic crowd. A lot of traditional costumes, a Superman, Batman, costumes like that.
Fireman.
Elvis
cops.
Presley, how about that? You can't get more traditional than that.
All right, we're gonna take it now down to Jeff Simmons, who's in the crowd. Jeff?
And earlier tonight, Paul, we were able to interview the parade organizer. I'm bringing Gene Fleming back now to talk a little about how smoothly this parade went. Gene, there had been a lot of concerns about security in the last few days. Tell me, the parade just ended over here, how things went tonight.
It was fantastic. I mean, it went perfectly. There were no problems. New York's a good place to be. We thank Mayor Giuliani and the NYPD for a fabulous job tonight. It was great.
We saw a lot of bands, a lot of patriotism tonight. What are some of the things you saw here tonight?
Well, what I saw was just the extraordinary spirit of all the people who decided to come out and make this happen. You know, definitely it wasn't as many as we're used to having, but people were here, the energy was great. New York's alive and well, and next year we'll be back in force.
At the most, you've estimated that 2 million people attended the parade. Any sense on the crowd tonight?
I have no idea. It's hard for me to tell, and usually it's the police that do those estimates. There were a lot of folks here. Wasn't as big as usual, but there were lots and lots of folks here. So.
And the folks were from, it seemed, from New York City, a lot more from New York
Really
this time.
seemed like it was a very New York crowd, watching and in the parade, definitely.
In previous years, we've seen people from out of state.
We've seen people from all over the world. So it is different, but we're coming back.
When do you start planning for next year?
Well, we usually start right away, and we'll see, what happens this year. We usually start right away. So there's going to be a lot of interesting reactions, and I'm curious to see what people say and how it goes.
We did see quite a few tasteful costumes and a few tasteless costumes tonight,
Yeah.
some anthrax spores, for instance. Were there any problems along the route?
No problems. There were no problems whatsoever. It ran really, really smoothly. And
You wanted to say a special thank you, I understand.
well, I really want to say a special thank you to Mayor Giuliani for the extraordinary, spirited leadership that he's given all of us. It certainly helped me during the tough times this year when, we were trying to plan this event. It was really, really hard. He was an inspiration to me, as were the police.
Great, Gene Fleming, thank you very much, and I'm sure New York One will see you back here
Thank
next
you.
year. Thanks
I
again,
sure
Gene.
hope so. Thank you. You were wonderful.
Thank you. For now, I'm Jeff Simmons on Street Level. I'm going to send it on back to you, and everyone have a good night. Back to you, George and Paul.
Great job tonight, Jeff. You handled them well. You kept them down. Very relieved, Gene Fleming. A lot of concerns going into the parade this year. I was just up there last weekend at Rokeby Farms. It's an artist community up on the Hudson. Beautiful, beautiful old estate run, these rolling hills overlooking the Hudson. She's up there year-round planning for this thing. It's amazing. One night of the year, one woman planning all year round. She has a lot of help, of course.
But she pulled it off.
Yeah.
The crowds turned out, the people turned out. It's been a good parade. It's been a safe parade. There's been a great spirit here tonight, and it's really wonderful to see on the night that the spirits are out, All Hallows Eve, with the big moon up there, the full
Which
moon.
we can't see. We've
Which we can't
determined
see.
it's the first full moon on Halloween in 46 years, but we can't see it. We know it's there, though. But a very safe night. I imagine a lot of relieved people.
Yep.
The crowds did come out. At first, we were saying earlier, I've covered this parade for many years. It's usually a lot more crowd at the beginning, and I think when people saw that it wasn't raining, they saw it on New York One perhaps, that people were having a good time, that it was going down. They decided to come down here and join the fun because there are a lot more people here than there were earlier in the night.
There certainly are. It's a little, I guess, late with the crowds getting started, but they have certainly filled out for the parade. And you think it was as big as any other year we've had?
It felt like it. The energy felt that big. It was a good, clean energy. Like I said before, there didn't seem to be as much darkness this year. A lot of years you see really gory, ghoulish costumes. I mean, people pride themselves on how they can gross other people out, but this year we saw a lot more of the clean living characters. Saw a lot of the superheroes and people dressed as firemen and cops, and even the Brady Bunch. It doesn't get any cleaner than that.
And this has got to be a great shot in the arm for the village community, for the shops and the people that are here,
Sure.
the restaurants that are here, to have this amount of people come out, turn out. Now hopefully patronize some of the businesses that are
And
around here.
This part of town can definitely use it downtown, We're just hoping that a lot more people come in from the burbs and from upstate and from Connecticut and Long Island, New Jersey. That's what we need here. Anyway, George, thanks for joining me. It was good co-hosting with you. And I'm Paul Lombardi for New York One. Thanks for joining our live coverage of the Village Halloween Parade. Good night.
Happy Halloween!